All right, so now that we've got the copies of our original rough, all right, what I want to think about is these areas of negative space. We're going to use those areas to create new shapes inside of that. And from inside of that, we're going to have Zentangle designs. So first thing I want to do is I want to think about different background types. So there's a lot of different options. I used the several copies of this that I have, and I don't have to use all of them, but it gives me an opportunity to try different things. All right, first thing I could consider is, okay, well, just what's the shape? So maybe I could use shapes on shapes. For example, in this one, I used a circle template, and I just traced basically random different sized circles. When you're doing any of the background, you need to think about two things. One, with those shapes that you're putting behind, the area inside of that shape, you see how it's kind of like a ring? The area inside of that ring is going to be a pattern or Zentangle design. All right, all of those areas inside there. The other space around those rings is going to be background. So it's going to be a single color that's going to kind of unify what the back of the board would be. Another option you could choose to do was, I did other shapes. Now these were just triangular shapes. You can see them going across this way. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. First and second one are overlapping each other. And in doing that, I've contained this area of negative space. I've contained this whole area of negative space through here. And then I have background, background, background. Now I've contained this area behind this character, and I've contained this area right in here, still leaving me some other areas of background. Other ideas that you might choose to do are just either curved or geometric or both. All right, creating that basically like a fenced in area where I have a shape, I have interior, and then I have background. Areas like this that are small, you could put shapes in, but you're really not going to get a whole lot of space in there to do a Zentangle design just because of the size of it. But you can see in this one, I just did whatever the negative space was, I created geometric and or curve shapes based on the characters. On this one, I did a snake. All right, so you can see the snake is kind of weaving around behind the characters. And the areas in which I'm enclosing right here, the area here, here, a little bit right here. This is actually supposed to have another line going like this. All right, those areas become the Zentangle designs here, and then this and this, all those other areas become background. So I think I'm going to go ahead with this design. So how am I going to do this? Well, I could use first, I'm going to take one of my roughs, and of that rough copy, all right, I'm just going to take a pencil. I'm going to try stuff out. All right, got a lot of options. So when I did those angles, I used a triangle, plastic triangle, so I could see the direction that it was going. And that first one kind of came through here, and then I just traced it. All right, so that gave me the outside of the triangle shape. Now I got to do the inside. I made them wider at the edge. All right, so that gives me that shape right there. I'm going to continue to do that the rest of the way across behind my characters. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some overlap happening. There's a lot of movement created from that. And I still have areas 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Right, stops right there, and then 6 and 6. And then 5 here, this also cuts it down. This becomes 5. So I've got 6 different designs that I could put in. Now I just have to go back and use the thin pen and outline those using the thin pen so that they become a finished line like that.